So other handy resources are that to remember are a lot of agencies, federal and nonprofits, that can connect you with different nonprofits around the U.S. So I would recommend that you check out some of these organizations to find small business organizations around you. And another great resource is the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. And I want to connect you with those, and I hope that this administration does not cut the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, because they're a great resource. They actually the organization that sued with Wells Fargo because of their mixed practices, and got money back for the clients. But they have a wealth of information, of resources, of financial education, of guides that you can use and learn more about credit and building your credit. The same with the Federal Trade Commission. If you work in an organization that provides financial education, they can provide you with free resources or handouts that you can give out to individuals. So there are two great organizations to learn more about credit history. Also, if you have a complaint about a financial product, let's say that, for example, like my bank opened a checking account under my name and I didn't know about this, I can actually let the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau know, make a complaint with them, and they will investigate if these practices by your financial institution are right, and they will try to correct any wrong that these organizations have done. But aside from that, remember, annual credit report is where you can get your free credit report. But there's also other organizations that are around the country that provide loans for small businesses. One of them is Opportunity Fund. They have offices in the Bay Area and in LA. And they provide different types of loans for small businesses. A lot of the times they are more flexible than a bank. So they have loans for retail, if you need to find, for real estate, if you need to find a place, for a food truck, if you are into a food business, or also a small loan if you are just getting started. Kiva.org is another organization that provides also small businesses, small loans for small businesses. And I wanted to point out to the National Association of Latino Asset Builders and the National Council of La Raza and the Community Development Financial Institutions as a way that you can find organizations near you that work with small business owners. So, I'm not sure where everyone is from, but I know maybe not everyone might be from San Francisco, where I know all the nonprofits, but the NALCAP and NCLR can be good places that you can go and see what's around you. There are a lot of nonprofit organizations around the U.S. that provide small business consulting, small business workshops, that provide you with loans. So make sure that you check them out, check these two websites out. And just because it says La Raza o Latino, they don't only work with Latino business owners, but it would be a good way to get started to look for resources around your area. Another thing is the Community Development Financial Institutions, or CDFIs. These are financial institutions around the U.S. that get federal funding to help low-income communities to build wealth. So these organizations need to go through a whole vetting process to apply for this funding. And also they're all over the U.S. So if you Google CDFI or Community Development Financial Institutions, and you go to the website, they actually have a whole Excel sheet of all the organizations in the country that are CDFIs. So if you find, if you don't live in California, I would recommend that you also check out that list for more organizations that are around you that can provide you with the services that you need to fund your nonprofit. And again, not only, for the most part, these organizations also have small business coaching, aside from providing loans. But again, one thing to remember is to try to first start your personal credit history in order for you to be able to access some of these loans for your business.